What's up, guys? We finally got some news on the MUT NFL draft promo. A lot of guys were holding on to those draft collectibles that we received after the MUT draft happened. A lot of guys sold those collectibles when they felt as though they really didn't want to do the Freeney collection, or they felt as though it was a bit too hard to do. And a lot of these cards went up for dirt cheap. I'm talking about under 1,000 coins. Well, now they decided to bring them on back and give these cards some valuables with this draft coming up. So I'm going to give you guys the short version on how this collection is going to now work. For those of you who are still holding on to those collectibles in your reserves, if you have a collectible for the team and the player that is drafted and you have that correct, for example, and I'm just throwing this one out there because I know it's not going to happen, but if you have Teddy Bridgewater for the Texans and he actually gets drafted by the Texans, then that card will go into a collection. The collections are two-man collections, or two-card collections, I should say. So in order for you to complete that collection, you would need the Teddy Bridgewater from the Texans as the collectible, and also being released into packs after the first round will be the players and who they are drafted to. So, to add on to my example, after the first round, MUT is going to drop Teddy Bridgewater of the Texans into packs, and it's going to be a player rated 90 overall. So now, if you have Teddy Bridgewater, the collectible from the Texans, and you get Teddy Bridgewater, the player, 90 overall version from the Texans in packs, you collect those two cards, put them in a collection, and that's when you receive your award. Now again, the Teddy Bridgewater Texans is just an example so that you guys can easily understand how the collection works. By completing the collection, players will get a higher overall version of their rookie with 2 chemistry attributes, and in addition, new charged up rookies. You'll receive a coin pack that contains anywhere from 10K to 1,000,000 coins. So that right there is going to be our future stars. That's just my guess right there with the future stars. I'm not 1,000% sure, but that's just my guess. Some of those are going to be future stars. So now I'm going to read off some of the facts from the website. Question: do I need another collectible for this event? Answer: the collectible is only for those looking for a special version of a player along with the corresponding coin bonus. The player you pull from packs is fully playable. And that would be the 90 overall version, in quotations, Teddy Bridgewater that I'm talking about here. Next question: are these collectibles only for the first 32 players drafted? Answer: yes, the entire first round will be represented. As the players are drafted, we will begin dropping their respective MUT versions into packs. Next question: will a player from the Madden Ultimate Team Community Draft get a live card even if he's drafted in the second round? Answer: yes, though it won't happen immediately after the first round. Any players projected to go in the first round from the community draft will be released after the draft if they slip to a later round. Question: do you have to be online when players get drafted to receive the collectible? Answer: players will be available after the NFL draft, so you will be able to get them even after the event ends. Collectibles will remain in packs until May 12th. So you know what that means. They're going to be bombing us with these collectibles. Question: what overall ratings will the players' first round and upgraded be? Answer: all of the players dropped in packs will be 90 overall, and the reward will be based on skill and draft position. What happens if we don't have collectibles for some of the draftees? Prospects that do not have collectibles go in the first round will be dropped into packs during the draft. They will automatically receive Kim boosts and team boosts. And I don't know if you guys really care about this one, but what do community MUT draft players get for participating? They'll receive elite chemistry boosted versions of their team's draftee. My thing is, I just wish that this talked a little bit more about the future stars, or let us know if this is the future stars promo. Future stars is usually reserved to like the top skill players that are drafted. As for the future stars go, I think that this draft might actually give us an opportunity to have a lot of future stars, but maybe they'll reserve it to the top 10 or the top 10 skills players pick. Who knows? But I think that there's going to be a decent amount of coinage to be made with this draft. That's just my thought. One quick bit of advice. If you want to try to find some cards on the auction block for cheap, what you want to do is you want to go on ahead and Google. I'm not going to give you the website, do your own work. But go on ahead and Google some mock drafts. See where some of these players are projected to go. And if you find them on the auction block for cheap, go on ahead and grab them. You might see, if you're actually looking at the screen, which really doesn't matter much, I'm just showing you what some of these cards are going for. So if you want to sell, go on ahead and sell your reserves now, unless you have some that are actually going somewhere. But yeah, so if you find some for cheap, go on ahead and grab them, especially if they are projected to go to certain teams. I'm going to be looking for some needles in a haystack, see if I can find some for cheap, people that don't know nothing about nothing. And hopefully I can score some coins, because if I do that, I'm pretty sure that these cards are going to go for a nice bit, especially if these are the future stars. Then they're going to go for a nice bit once this draft is over with, or once the first round is over with, or once the player gets drafted. You're going to be looking at a mountain of coins, hopefully. Hope you guys have your collectibles. Let me know in the comment section if you have any questions, because I think that it's pretty straightforward. You know, if you just get past the fluff, I think that the whole explanation of the thing is pretty forward. You got your collectible. If the team matches up and the player actually gets drafted, you collect that collectible. Then you got to get the card in the pack of the actual player, and you'll be fine. So again, if you have any questions or you just want to express your opinions, go on ahead and do it below. Let's go on ahead and have a little debate, shall we? Because I want to see what you guys think about this draft. What I think it's a bit complicated, because now you gotta do a little bit of extra. Whereas before, you just get the card, you put the motherfucker in a collection, and you're done. You get your reward, you get your player, end the story. Now we just got to have these collectibles, but we already have a bunch of them, and they will be in packs until May 12th. So get them while you can.